Hi everybody, it's me, Susie. Just a wannabe beauty guru coming at you after a 3-week hiatus. And boy, do we have a lot to catch up on. This is going to be a chatty. Kathy, get ready with me. Let me pull out my palettes that I've been using and that I want to use for today. Y'all won't believe the craziness that's been going on these last couple of weeks. It has been a whirlwind. I've been using the Holdra palette. I just love this palette so much. Oh, it's classic. This Nomad Electric Carnival, y'all need to get it. If you want to play with shimmers, if you want a little shimmer on your natural looking eye, this is the topper palette to get. It is the best companion palette to go with every single palette in your collection. You need this palette, not affiliated, but I'm telling you, you need this palette. I can't put it down. I've been using it nonstop since I got it. It is the best dang shimmers I have ever used, ever. Now, I've never tried Cleona, which I am told is phenomenal. But as of today, these are the best dang shimmers I have ever tried. And if you are new to shimmers, these are the ones that are great to try. And they're at a great price point. I know the palette's $69, but you get 12 gorgeous shimmers, duochromes, shifty shades, whatever you want. They are in there. Look at that. Look at that. They are in there. They are in there. They come off different. So like Afterglow, I can put it on the top of the pink and it'll look pinky gold. The Liquid Sky looks like a yellowish color. This one here is like a purpley pink color. This is my favorite, the Candy Swirl, because it's got greens and purples. And it just shifts when you turn your head, and it is so gorgeous. And I have been using these nonstop, literally nonstop since I got the palette. Now, I did go to Sephora. Yeah, you guys have missed it because my daughter was getting ready for the Miss Kansas pageant from National American Miss. So we were getting ready for that, and my air conditioner went out. In August, dude, end of July, it was out. So I do need concealer. I'm completely out of concealer. I've used up this whole thing of NARS. Isn't she just empty? I recommend getting this concealer in a pot because you get all the concealer out, all of it. So you get your money's worth. And it lasted a hell of a long time. And I have not really been using concealer under my eyes because I am 53 years old and it does crunch up a bit. I've just been using foundation. Oh, Gasparilla foundation. I am using what I got of my NARS concealer though on my eyes because I do not have a good eyeshadow base. And this works beautifully for an eyeshadow base. My eyeshadow stays on all day long. I can't tell you how much I love the NARS products. They are amazeballs. But anyway, so yeah, my AC went out. You know, that's going to cost a pretty penny. Yeah, so we had to get a loan. Well, we were going to use our truck for collateral, but we didn't have the title. So then we used my car that I just bought as collateral, found out it's worth way more than what I paid for it. And I was just like, well, hell yeah, I got a good deal. Super stoked about that. But before we did that, we went to the courthouse. We're doing all this running around so that we could get the air conditioner paid for. They weren't going to come for another week. We were getting our passports taken care of. We were voting. We were going to go to Nebraska, all on the same day, y'all. All on the same day, y'all. So we go in and we turn in all the paperwork for the passports, right? And everything looks great. And we spend all our money paying for that. Then we go across the way and we vote. We did the early voting because We are responsible Americans, and we vote. It's important. Get out there and vote. It's not a lot to ask for all that our soldiers do for you. It's your responsibility to get out there and vote. Now, I'm going to do a pinky purple look today, and I'm going to probably use 3 different palettes. But right now, I'm going in with the Blend Bunny. You know, I was going to actually write a script for this. But I just said, fuck it. I'm going to wing it. So I'm going in with the Blend Bunny, the plastic palette, because it's got my favorite pink in there. It's so pretty. How is everybody? Oh my God, I have wanted to do this for so long. And it is so hard because of my new job. I don't get out of work till 3. A lot of times I don't get home till almost 5. I have to pick up my husband at 5. So I don't have time in between job and picking him up to sit down and video like I used to, which is fine. I just have to get it as a priority, you know. And I put myself on the back burner, and I had a total meltdown the other day, and I was just crying. And it's like, I miss my makeup. You know, all I do is hurry up and get ready in the morning so I can take that 40-minute drive. And I don't have time to sit here and appreciate what I'm doing and have fun with it and talk with you guys. And I miss that so much. And I don't even care if I ever go viral. You know, I probably won't. I've only got like 69 followers, if I still have that, since I haven't posted. And I'm okay with that because y'all are my friends. And I'm keeping you up to date on what's been going on. So, back to what's been going on, let me tell you. So, we went and we voted, and then we went to the bank after we filled out our paperwork for our passports, because we're going on a cruise in February, and we're going to go to the Dominican Republic and 2 stops in the Bahamas. And we're really looking forward to doing some parasailing and feeding monkeys and things like that. So I'm really, really stoked about this, right? Well, meanwhile, we're at the bank and we're finding out what we need to do to fill out the paperwork for the loan, because we don't have that kind of money in our bank to pay for a whole, it's not just an AC unit, it's a central air. And that whole piece to be installed is the kind of money that, you know, we don't have. You know, we had probably half of it, but that was it. So we got a loan. While we are at the loan, my husband missed a call. Then my phone rang, and it was the lovely lady at the courthouse. So get this. Part of the paperwork you need to get a passport is actually a birth certificate along with an ID. You know, you need all this stuff to show them that you're an American citizen to get a passport. Well, I had all the paperwork and I took it down, and she said, sweetie, your husband's passport, we can't send it in because we don't have his birth certificate. We have your marriage certificate. And I thought, oh, for the love, I did not. Yes, I did. In fact, send in a marriage certificate. And I'm just like, so we come back to the house, can't find the birth certificate. So we call his mom, and she's like, I've got a birth certificate. Okay, well, we'll meet you in Topeka, which is 60 miles. So it's 1 hour, one way to Topeka in the middle of the afternoon to pick this up, and then drive all the way back to Burlington for another hour in the middle of the afternoon to drop it off. And we have to do it before 5 p.m. So I'm cruising down the street in my 6'4". If you know, you know. Take your ibuprofen. Yeah, I just aged myself, and that's okay. That's okay. Love that song still to this day. So we're cruising on down. We're picking it up. We're coming back. We make it 5 minutes to close. We run in there, like, okay, we got the birth certificate. Here you go, here you go, here you go. They wouldn't accept the one from the hospital. It was the one with his little feet prints on it. It was so cute. It was an actual birth certificate. And they were like, no, it has to come from Department of Vital Statistics. Are you kidding me right now? I just drove 120 miles for you to tell me that wasn't a good enough birth certificate? And I still have to go to Nebraska. That's right. We still hadn't packed to go to Nebraska. That's right. So we end up driving to Nebraska about 6 o'clock at night, you know, our tails between our legs. We're all deflated. We can't believe we don't have a birth certificate. My passport paperwork went through just fine. My husband had to wait on a birth certificate that he had just called and paid $56 for Christ's sakes. It's his own birth certificate and he has to pay $56. Y'all, where's this money going, Trump? Anyways, he just got done paying for that when his mom called and said, I just found your birth certificate. So we drove up there. Turned out it wasn't the right one, so we had to wait for his birth certificate to show up. So we went to Nebraska. It was so much fun, y'all. It was so much fun to get away from all this nonsense and the heat of my house, because my house was built in 1900. Very hot in this house. It was very, very hot. I'm really liking how this is coming along. Very little fallout. But wait, my big paws are going to get into the glitter. So hold on. We're going to have plenty of fallout. Just a minute. Give me a minute. I'll get you there. So we make it to Nebraska at about 10:30. We get to the place and we're exhausted. And then the next day she has to sign up and fill out all her papers and go through the lines of all the things she's going to be a contestant for, you know, like a photo shoot, talent contest, things like that. She only wanted to sign up for the main two things, which was the interview, the introduction, and the formal wear. She did not want to sign up, well, because all of them cost so much money, and it was $600 just to sign up to begin with. So we're like, okay. Then there was the voting, and the voting was open for 2 weeks before we went up there, but you had to pay $1 to vote for her. Yeah. So we had to pay $1 a vote. So we put in about $50 each, you know, and we called people and got people to vote for her. And I don't know how many votes she got. They never said who got what vote. She didn't win. She actually didn't win anything all weekend, and that's okay. She didn't sign up for anything, but she had so much fun. And her and I went to Sephora and we went on a shopping spree, and I was just like, she's in a talent show, or she's in a beauty competition, and she wants to wear something light, not full coverage like me. And they had an actual Sephora store, which I've never been in. I was just like, yes, you know, in my element. And they actually had the Merit, which I wanted her to try, which is a tinted SPF. And I have heard so many good things about it from people with dry skin. And my daughter's a dry skin girly. Look at how beautiful that color is. It's like a peachy purple. Oh, and it turns green too. And so they color matched her. And then I said, she needs a bronzer. And they said, do you want to do a liquid and a powder? And I said no, because she doesn't want that much makeup on. I've got the Huda Beauty powder that I'm going to use on her. So we're just going to go with a powder bronzer. So they took us over and got her the House Labs, which is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And then I wanted to get her this, because I wanted it so bad. This One Size Oil Sucker Blotting Paper Setting Spray. This is not a setting spray. This is for in the middle of the afternoon when you come in, you check, and you want to do a touch-up. Instead of, you put this on and all the oil comes off your face. It's magic. Just believe in magic, muggles. Believe with me. Come on. Makeup is magic. It works. What she needed was the setting spray that is the really popular one that sets, like the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting spray. That one she needs for sweat and control of, you know, so that the makeup stays in place all day. It's like hairspray for your face. So we got her a small one of those, and I got my full one of those. And then I got my ABH brow. And then, what else? She got a concealer. Oh, we went to Ulta after we left Sephora, spending like $200 at Sephora. Then we go to Ulta. And I had to get her a concealer. We got a couple of lippies, and then we picked up a couple of the Essence Juicy Balm sprays. Oh my God, they're wonderful. I don't get the Sol de Janeiro because it's so expensive for the little bottle, but I got the same size bottle for $6. Essence, it works. It's beautiful. I spray it on every day, every day. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Pixie Haze. Look at that, soft pink with a little bit of gold. And anyways, yeah, so we had a little shopping spree there, and we spent another $60. He was like, you spent how much? I was like, it's gonna be okay. You know what? I spent some money on my daughter. On my daughter. I was so proud. And I got to just not ask questions of how much does this cost? How much does that cost? I was like, just get it. This is our day. And we made it happen. And she let me do her makeup, and it was beautiful. And she came out so beautiful. And she had so much fun. And she met so many wonderful people. And we were there, and it was the final thing. And here was the thing. We were only there from Thursday through Sunday. So we had to check out Sunday by noon. Sunday's final performance wasn't going to be over till 9 o'clock at night. And I had to be to work Monday morning. So did my husband. So we had to drive home. It was like 10 o'clock at night when we're driving home from Nebraska. It was a 4.5 hour drive. And they're keeping me awake, and they're talking to me, and I'm driving, and all of a sudden I look, and I was like, oh, and we ran something over, and all I know is it was about this big, and I saw black fur. Now my wheels didn't hit it, but I could feel it go thunk, thunk. And I was like, oh my God, that poor thing. And he goes, it was a skunk, Mom. Here I am crying because I hit something, and she's crying because it stinks, and I'm ready to pull over and check if it's still alive. We didn't get home till 2:30 in the morning. Haley had a rough night because she didn't get called up for anything, and it really broke her heart. But, you know, she learned you got to sign up for these things if you want to try a chance at winning them, you know. And she just sat there while everybody else got called, and that had to be heartbreaking, you know. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. We had a wonderful time. It was a great experience. It was, you know, it was a learning thing. Look, I need more primer. Fuck. I'm out of concealer and primer. And that's okay, because you know what? Life isn't all makeup, Susie. Even though I wish it were. We wouldn't be in this war. Wouldn't be so much poverty. Everybody would have fun, trying to look pretty and helping each other. Everybody would help each other look prettier, say nice things to each other. And life would be beautiful for everyone. Fucking call me. Sorry. I'm letting this dry. We're going to go in with the Impeccable Foundation, which right now is on sale, 50% off. You get a buy one, get one free. Go for it. That makes it 25 bucks a bottle. Hell to the yeah. Yeah, y'all. You know, absolutely. I can't afford it right now because I blew my wad 2 weeks ago at the thing. Yeah, so we came home. and it was hard. We couldn't take the dog because it was still so hot in the house that we left him up at Mom and Dad's until, you know, the air conditioner was installed. Then I get a call from my daughter, who we just left because she had to go back to Wichita after the competition. She's crying because her house is a mess and nothing was done and her boyfriend didn't do anything. Then I get a call from her the next day. He broke up with her and kicked her out of the house. So I told her to come home. So for her, it was the worst day of her life. For me, it was one of the best because my baby came home. And it's been great having her home. But, you know, she's been heartbroken and sad. And so we let her have her sadness. But then I took her into Emporia with me to get a job. And she filled out 10 different applications. And, you know, before she did that, she went out with her friends. And she tied one on. Paint the town red, if you will. She called me up to her room the next day. And I said, what's wrong? And she goes, I made a big mistake. And I was like, oh, baby, did you sleep with someone? No, Mom, I got drunk. Oh, baby, you're 20 years old. You know, kids your age, that's what they do. You just had a horrible breakup. You're hungover. That's why you feel like shit. Mom, I've never been hungover before. Welcome to my world, sweetheart. Just squirted all. Did you see that all the way up my arm? Oh my God, why? Okay. So that happened. So she's been with us and it's been so great having her here. I can't tell you how happy I am because she is home. And I got my floors done. And I went to go to work the other day. And it was a bad day, let me tell you. I was like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, over and over again. I step out into my car, and it was raining, and my foot went into a puddle of water so deep my socks got wet. But just on one foot. Do you know how aggravating that is? Oh, my God. Just on one foot. Just on one foot. Yeah. So I says to myself, Susie, there's no need to panic. It's going to be all right. Had to stop and get gas, so I was picking me up an e-drink. My husband frowns on that, but that's okay. We're not going to talk about how much I like this e.l.f. product, because I do not like e.l.f. I do not support the brand. My husband bought this shit. And I go to the gas station. I walk in. I put 20 bucks in gas, or 25 bucks in, because I've only got a 10-gallon tank. And buy my e-drink, and I step out, and I put the gas pump into my gas tank. And I go to pump, and nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. I was like, did I tell that lady pump 6? I don't know. So I go in and I'm like, running late now. Did I tell you pump 6? And she's like, no, I think I put it on 8. Hold on. She's trying to switch it over and she can't switch it over. She says, can you just back up to pump 8? I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I get in my car. Mind you, the gas tank is on the passenger side. So I don't even go over to the passenger side. I just get in the car and I start to back up and I hear this crunch. And I'm like, no fucking way did I just wreck my car. I was watching the back rear view camera because it's got a backup camera. I didn't hit nothing. I don't understand. What the hell was that crunch? So I get out the car, right? I step out and I look, and I pulled the gasoline hose off of the gas pump itself because it was still in my car. Oh, yeah. I did that. So I pulled it out of my car and I set it back in its little thing, and I back up the rest of the way to pump 8 and nothing happens. So I go in and I tell her nothing happened, and she said, oh, it probably reset itself. Hold on, let me do that. I said, you're not going to believe what I just did. So I tell her what I just did. She's like, just set it on the ground, I guess. I said, oh, it's on the ground. That's where it landed. So I made sure nobody would run it over, and I set it on the ground, and I put my gas in, and I go to work. It doesn't end there. Oh yeah, we got more to tell of said day, of said experience, of one morning. I get to work, right? I'm late because my boss is like, I was trying to text you to see if you could pick something up at the store. I said, you will not believe what just happened, because it was raining that day and I couldn't get down the highway more than 50 miles an hour. I said, I should have been here 30 minutes ago. And so I explained to her everything that's already happened. She's like, it's okay. And so then I go upstairs. We're supposed to have fruit. So I'm pulling out the fruit, number 10 can, one of those big old cans, right? And we have colanders on one side, bowls on the other, and I see the colander and the bowl, and I grab them both. I put them on the table. I open the can, and I dump it in. Just as I dump it in, I realize I didn't grab 2 bowls. Nay. I grabbed 2 colanders, yes. So water or juice went all over the flippin' place. Oh, yeah. And I'm just like, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. When I tell you I had a breakdown, I had a breakdown. Not on that day, though. Not on that day. Nay. So my daughter comes home, just heartbroken, because he said really mean things. I'm sure she said really mean things. And he told her he was done with her. Like, you know the feeling, like a piece of garbage. It's not a good feeling. And that was the love of her life for the last 4 years. That was her high school sweetheart. You know, that's not something that you just don't have anymore, but it was all she could do. And she was done. And she said, Mom, I'm done. I'm not gonna keep going back. And I said, good girl, because it's just getting toxic at this point. So he's been asking her to come back, and she's been standing her ground. And then his family's mad because she has not contacted him or gone back to him. It's really none of their business. It's none of my business. I had no business asking her if she had, you know, been with anybody. But I thought that's what she was referring to when she said she made a big mistake, because those are usually my mistakes. And she was open and honest with us and told us about it, and we were like, okay. And then he's been asking her to come back. His mom wants her to go back, and he's like, no, she's done. Leave her alone. She wants to move on. She wants to live a life, you know. It's time to let it go. So she went with me to work one day, and she went and filled out about 10 applications all around town, and she waited, and she got 2 phone calls, and she's had 2 interviews, and one of them, she's going to take the job. And it is working for a factory Monday through Friday. It's second shift, but it's Monday through Friday, and 3 to 11, and it pays great money. More than it pays as much as what I'm getting paid. It pays more than what I'm getting paid right now. And I am making great money right now. So I am just so stoked for her. So very stoked. I just can't get over how happy I am for her. You know, she'll be able to move to Emporia, save up and get a place, get her kitties back, and everything's going to be fine. Just like Mommy said it would. But yeah, that's what's been going on. And our air conditioner got put in, and it's still not as cool as it was before, because now the blower motor for our furnace, which blows the air up for the AC, is going out, and we're going to need a new furnace. And you know, when I say it, I mean it. Everything's going to be okay. It's going to work out. We're going to be fine. So upcoming events include one more camp out. October, a 5-year anniversary. We did it. We're going back to Universal Studios. We've got the park tickets. We've got the plane tickets. We've got the hotel stay. All we need now is money to spend, and I'm going to be plopping in as much as I can into that savings between now and then, just like he is, and we are going to go have a blast in Orlando come October. So that's coming up. And then in February, we're going to a cruise to the Bahamas and to the Dominican Republic. And that has me full of fear, but excitement, because flying scares the shit out of me. It just does. It really does. But we're going to be okay. And I just think it's going to be a lot of fun. I love and hate doing my brows. It's a love-hate thing. I love the way it looks when they're done right. But I hate it because I have so much trouble doing them right. You would think that after all this time, I would just do them right. But the fact is that I've got a scar on this side that I'm working on right now, because I got bit on my eye from an asshole that I was with for too long, and I didn't let that relationship go when I should have. I was in it way too long. It took me 5 years to get away from him. And yeah, so I'm really proud of my daughter for sticking to her guns and not being with this person anymore, even though, look, I wish nothing but the best for him. Really. I really hope he gets happiness and he finds himself in a better place, you know, mentally, financially, physically, that he gets better. I really do. You know, just like my daughter, I wish the best for them both. You just don't need to be in a toxic relationship. It just gets worse. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt a couple of times. You know, I didn't see red flags. I saw Carnival. But seriously, I didn't know what it meant to be treated badly. You know, I read that Court of Thorn and Roses. Spoiler alert, if you haven't read it, you better read it. It's really good. But I thought the guy, Tamlin, was a good guy. I thought, oh, she can't leave him. She loves him. He's done so much for her. He's done this. He's done that. He kidnapped her. He tried to control her. He didn't give her freedom. And to me, I was like, he was trying to protect her. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm a slow learner. Slow. So, you know what? That guy wasn't a good guy. And I wish all the best for him. But she deserved better. And so does my daughter. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to go in with my Morphe powder bronzer, because I got a lot of that, but I don't have any of the liquid or the powder or the cream bronzer. I'm trying. I can't word. Words are hard. Looking for my bronzer brush. There it is. Got it. My little bronzer brush. So yeah, life has been lifing like crazy. And we have been having a blast. Oh yeah, I got these little, look at these little NARS blushes. I got 2 of them. They were 30 bucks, so it was 15 bucks a piece, and they're little cream blushes, and they're so cute. I just used it, and I didn't say anything. Got those from Ulta. I was like, yep, I'm gonna get them. I didn't realize how expensive they were, but I got them anyway. And I found out that my grandbabies love Labubu's. Oh, Christmas is gonna be fun. Yay, yay, yay. My husband's got a birthday coming up. His clean day is coming up on Monday, and his birthday's coming up on the 28th, and Deontay's birthday's on Tuesday. So we're all gonna get together. Celebrate, baby. Yeah. Because everybody's birthday is important. Oh, I'm so tired. I don't know why. It must be coming down from e-drinks this week. Getting some blush on with the Blend Bunny X Ellis. I love this. These are still on sale and still available on the Blend Bunny website, so grab them. You get 3 beautiful shades. They're going to take forever to use. Highly pigmented. You don't need a lot, and so they'll last forever and ever. So it's a good investment. It really is. Look how bright that is. Oh, damn. There I am. Hold up. Let me get my under eye done. Oop, wrong brush. Wrong brush. That's the one. All right. Go in with my under eyes. You know what? I haven't been wearing any lips. I need to put on the lipstick. It's so hard to talk while I'm doing that. But I'm going to put one on because I couldn't remember which one I used. Because I haven't been able to. I've been running out of time, and all I've got right now is time. My family is so sweet. I had a meltdown coming home from work yesterday. My husband said that Haley hadn't decided to take that job. Boy, did I lose it. I really lost my faith for a moment. But she decided to take the job. But I was so sad. I was so scared. I was just angry, and I didn't want to try. And everything just came out like diarrhea of the mouth. And my husband took it all on the chin. And he's like, no, go make a video. I said, no, I'm going to clean out the fridge first. So we all got together, cleaned out the fridge, and we organized it so that he knows where everything is. Because when he's home from work, he can't feed himself because he doesn't know what the fuck he's feeling in the fridge because everything's just shoved in there. I need to be better about organizing and telling him where things are in the fridge so that he may get himself something to eat. So we got all the old stuff out. Put all the good stuff in. Scrub the shit out of it. And now we have a beautifully clean fridge. Now I'm going to go do laundry as soon as I'm done with this video because I have gained like 20 pounds since I've been off my Mounjaro. So I can't fit into my clothes. Like this shirt is now too small. So, and it's one of my favorites because it's the Asgaith War College from 4th Wing. What can I say? I'm a big girl, always have been. But I was doing so good, and then my insurance changed, and it won't cover the Mounjaro. I feel like I haven't done my lips in forever. guys look so good though. I'm going to go ahead and do a bold lip. Because I always do a pink nude or a peach nude. Wow, I look so pretty. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me in my YouTube journey. I know I haven't been here. I'm going to post this tonight, and then in the morning I'll try to get one ready while I get ready to go to the meeting and post that for tomorrow. And I'll definitely make sure to post on Sundays and once during the week. I really hope I get more followers. I would love to see you guys commenting. Let me know what you think, how it looks, how everything is, what you want to see. I am going to be getting the new Sun palette from Cosmic Brushes and the Just Art palette from Day Day Signature. I don't know when, but I'm going to be getting those, and I'll do a video on both. Again, I want to say thank you so much for being a part of my journey, and thank you to Nomad for coming out with this beautiful, beautiful Carnival palette. It's really pretty. It says X Electric Carnival, but then scratched in, it says peace, love, unity, respect. And you can't see that unless, you know, you tilt it to the light, because it's scratched into the packaging. And it is so beautiful. And I'm just like, I love this palette so much. And if you guys like the look, let me know. Leave it in the comments down below, and I will do another one, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you again so much for following me. Thank you so much for commenting, for liking, for subscribing. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe down there in that. I really appreciate it. I really want to get like at least 100. I used to say 1,000. At least 100 by the end of the year. 100 followers would be so fucking phenomenal. And I appreciate you guys so much. And I promise I'm going to keep uploading, even though I don't know how to edit yet. I will get there, I promise. And we will have some good videos coming up. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.